The Chamber Music Society of Louisville is bringing an unforgettable musical experience to the stage with the Morgenstern Trio, an award-winning group known for their passion and flawless technique. They're going to close out this season with two powerful pieces. Joining me here in studio to tell us a little bit more about it, David Anderson and Robin Miller. Great to have you both here.
Good morning.
Well,
Thanks for having
us.
I feel like going to a performance like this showcases all the art that we have in Louisville and makes for a wonderful, romantic, cool, different evening that people may have not ever experienced before.
Exactly. All of that. I mean, Louisville is amazing with the kind of art offerings that we have. And people may not know, but we're actually about to enter our 87th season. So
I didn't know.
We've been around forever.
I feel like if you haven't been, this is a great chance to enjoy a wonderful Sunday afternoon.
Yep. And I think people may have a misconception about what chamber music is. I'll let David talk about the specific performances that we're having. But, you know, art in all forms is really a great way to kind of explore what makes you interested and what makes you feel. There's a lot of feeling that comes with the pieces that are played, and it's not just your grandfather's chamber music. I think people have a very preconceived notion of what it is, but there's a lot of modern take on it. There's a lot of new sound. It's kind of amazing when you get 3 to 5 people on a stage and the sounds that they can actually create when they're together. And we like to think of this as just a way for the family to come together for a date night, first date maybe, kind of a fun new experience to do. They're always at the University of Louisville in Comstock Hall on a Sunday afternoon at 3 o'clock. So you're there from 3 until 5. It's a great afternoon. It's very affordable also.
Go to dinner or have a late lunch
Exactly. I like a Sunday brunch,
yeah,
you know, before you go.
Exactly.
And it's affordable to attend. You can buy a season ticket. You can buy an individual ticket. It makes for a great gift for people.
Yeah.
We just want to bring a different art form to people who may not have ever experienced that before.
I feel like it's being brought to a whole new audience thanks to Bridgerton and TikTok.
Yes.
I feel like there's this whole new appreciation for, wait a minute, this is beautiful. And I've seen and heard the modern takes on things. But tell me about this final performance and why you think folks are going to love it.
Yeah. Well, first of all, the Morgenstern Trio is one of the finest piano trios in the world. So it's piano, cello, and violin. There's a vast repertoire that goes back to the 18th century to the present. And this particular concert will have 3 major composers of the 20th century. Gabriel Fauré, who is one of the central French composers from the late 19th to the 20th centuries. Dmitri Shostakovich and his wartime piano trio number 2. And Lily Boulanger, who was an amazing child prodigy and later young composer who tragically died in 1918. There's a short piece, in fact, from A Spring Morning. And it's this amazing piece written in the middle of the second decade of the 20th century. It's a short scherzo-like piece that has the richness of spring and even some of the sadness of spring within it. The Morgenstern Trio has been here twice before. They're a French and German trio, but they're among the finest technically, one of the finest trios in the world. And that's our mission, is to bring some of the finest chamber music performers to Louisville in a set of 5 concerts every season.
How do you get the finest in the world to come here? Right? Tell us your secret, because obviously they've been coming for quite a long time. And I don't know if that speaks to our arts community or to U of L's music program, which has a phenomenal reputation, but how?
I think it's a little bit of both. We build relationships with agents, and many of these groups have come before. We're fortunate because Comstock Hall has some of the finest acoustics, not only in the city, but it's one of the finest performance venues in the world. And if you pay enough, you can bring these wonderful people, but they love to come.
Yeah.
It's a welcoming audience. It's a very knowledgeable audience. And in many ways, what we try to do is we bring young people and make this music available. But many people love chamber music, and chamber music's a little bit different from, say, opera or orchestral performance. Even though it's a large hall, it's a bit more intimate.
Yeah.
And you can hear every detail. So if it's music that you're interested in, but perhaps you've heard a recording and you couldn't quite engage, it's wonderful to see the performers so engaged, performing at a high level. You can follow the music well, and it's really a wonderful afternoon.
Right, like you said, just the acoustics of it and the whole space of it being so small and intimate, it feels like we're having a private concert.
Absolutely.
With the finest in the world, no big deal.
Absolutely.
Yeah. Yeah.
There's a sense that it's not just a classical music performance, it's a community.
Yeah.
It's a community that's existed for over 80 years, and we hope to continue to go for 80 more.
Right. Like, I feel like that's a whole other separate, like, podcast,
Yeah.
right? You see people that seek folks out in podcasts and on corners of social media because they like that interviewer, because they know that that interviewer or that audience is so, like, in tune and knowledgeable, right? Like, it's almost like a niche of sorts that those artists know what a phenomenal space and audience we have here.
Absolutely.
And that's bringing them in.
And it's nice that they come on stage and start talking to us. I think that's different than some other performers. So, or other performances that you might go to, because of the intimate nature and the smaller size of the theater itself. The performers actually come up, or they're on stage already, but they come up and start talking about their piece, the inspiration beyond the original, way that the piece was done, and then their interpretation of the piece. As well. And we have a pre-concert lecture series that also goes along with all of our concerts. That happens at 2. The concert is at 3. That's free, just part of it. And it's just a great way for people to really get in touch with what they're about to view.
I feel like more and more people want experiences.
Yes.
Like when we go to dine, we love to learn more about the food that's being prepared. We want to hear things from the chef. Again, a whole other podcast. I love that stuff. And I think that there's an audience for this. And I think for folks that are listening, it's a great way to learn more about, to tie back to it, how you started our rich musical community.
Absolutely.
Thank you all so much. Tickets still available. Where do we go to get them?
Yep, you can go to LouisvilleChamberMusic.org, and we also are getting ready to start selling our new season. So
there we go. Oh, before we go, you want to give us a preview of the new season?
Well, among the groups that are coming are the Jerusalem String Quartet, which is one of the finest quartets in the world, the American Brass Quintet, the Debussy Trio, the Mertz Trio. There's and there's a fifth.
Debussy?
Or Debussy.
Yeah, oh, you said that already.
Debussy. Forgive me, I'm blanking. Oh, the Momenta Quartet.
Yes, that's right.
So many great ones, you can't remember all that you Again, it's going to be a great season. When does that one kick off?
October.
All right, you have the whole, get your tickets now.
Yeah, exactly.
Get your tickets to this next performance. It's great to have you both.
Thank you so much.
Thanks
for having us.
Really great conversation. Thank you so much. Once again, if you want to get your tickets, just head on over to LouisvilleChamberMusic.org.
Thank you.